do it, don't you do it.
Quincy Griffin and Michelle Stevens began back in 1999 on the illustrious campus of Florida A&M University, back where the old cafeteria was when it was located on the set. That's when I first introduced myself to her. And then from there, I saw Michelle at various places, football games, even though she didn't see me or notice me at that, but I saw Michelle.
I do remember meeting him on campus, or kind of sort of remember. I do remember giving him a fake name. Now, which time was that we met? I do not remember, but I do remember being in Saskatchewan and telling him a fake name, but he was coming off campus. I mean, off the patch, and they were dirty and sweaty from band, and they used to cut in the line in front of us, so all band members were just bad people to us because of that. So at that time, that was probably the very beginning.
Well, I remember when they met. I remember freshman year they met in the cafeteria, and she came to the room and told me about him, which I didn't really think anything of it because it was probably freshman year. We met a bunch of people, but it was something about him that stood out. I could see a sparkle in her eye. I met this guy, his name was Quincy, and he's in the bands, and you know, I really didn't think anything of it. And then he invited us to church.
Eventually we started going to the same church, and we had the same mutual friends, and just watching how he was with his friends, watching how he was in church, because somebody who was connected to God was very important to me, or even had an aspect of God was very important to me. And I just think from that, I just was like, where is he? Where is he? I remember the first moment I realized that I was digging him was when we were going on a performance for the Black History Troupe, and he was not on the bus, and I was looking all over like, where is this dude? Where is he at? Where I'm looking for the striped shirt, because he wore striped shirts all the time, so I'm like, where's the striped shirt, you know?
At the time, you know, I had a six-pack. You know, I was the band geek / athlete looking dude thing going on. So maybe she, you know what I'm saying, saw some things physically. I hope she saw some things physically that she was attracted to. But from there, you know, I think she started liking the man that she saw.
It's when we joined the church, Family Worship and Praise Center, years ago. And Michelle came out of the church, and he said, standing next to an Altima, an old gold Altima he had. He used to call it Go-Go Gadget, or Go-Go Alt, like Go-Go Gadget. And so he came, Michelle walked out the church, and he said, that is going to be my wife. And that was in 1999.
December of 2002, Quincy and Michelle decided to make their relationship official. They were young, eager, and in love. But just 1 year later, the couple decided to call it quits and go their separate ways, neither of them knowing what lied ahead.
The times when we weren't together, I was really broken, and I found myself, you know, asking God a lot of questions, praying, why is this working out? All of my best friends, all my roommates, anybody who ever stayed with me, every last one of them got married. So even though I wasn't in a position like, man, when my time coming, after a while, you know, you start thinking about it like, wow, you know, if I do marry, you know what I'm saying, who am I going to marry? Only Michelle.
Even though they broke up and got back together and broke up and got back together, he and I will always remember that when we used to pray and we used to talk about it, I used to say, that is the one. That's the one for him.
If you love something, let it go. If it comes back to you, you know it's yours. And with them, I think that's the perfect saying for them, because at the beginning they were together and they both went their separate ways, and almost 10 years later, they're back together, which proves that their love is strong and it will withstand all.
January 1st of 2012, Quincy Griffin proposed to Michelle Stevens, this time changing the course of their lives forever.
It was honestly a shock. Not that I didn't think it wouldn't happen, but I didn't think it would happen then. And I heard him go up there and I heard him speaking. But honestly, I was not listening because I thought he was just doing an announcement. And I'm like, oh, I know the announcement. We're having food in the back. You know, so I wasn't listening. And the hearing everybody scream, I was like, what is going on? Why is everybody so excited about food? You know, what is that? But then once I paid attention to what he was saying, the words that he was saying, and I was looking in his eyes and saw how much he meant it, that just added even more to the shock.
Michelle has always been my #1 top pick for Quincy Griffin. Michelle is just a sweet, kind-hearted young lady, very business-oriented, and I believe she is the rib for that pastor, and I believe she ministered to him in ways that nobody else really could.
The future is bright for Michelle and Quincy, but their love story is even brighter.